Okay, everyone, we're going to get our webinar started today. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone. I'm Cliff Walker. I'm your host and presenter for this Jeunesse Global Business Overview webinar. I know we've got people from the UK, we've got people from Europe, we've got people from other parts of the world watching this webinar, and it's great because we are an international business. I'm here in South America making this presentation. I'm from the UK originally, but the great thing about Jeunesse Global is we are global. You have an opportunity to build a business all around the world. So welcome, as I've said, to this webinar. We want to take just a few minutes with you today to share more about a remarkable opportunity for you to change your financial future. We're going to be telling you more about our company, Jeunesse Global, and how you can capitalize and partner with us to build a home-based business of your own. But firstly, let me take this opportunity to congratulate you for being here. Because you're here because you're open to exploring some new possibilities in terms of generating income. And frankly, that fact alone sets you apart from the majority of the population. Most people aren't willing to do anything about their situation. You're here because you're open to looking at possibilities. Now, you may be here because you're simply looking for some additional income, maybe to make things a little bit better. Or like many others, you may have recognized that there's no longer any such thing as job security and you want to develop a career replacement income. Maybe you want to put a plan B in place. Well, that's a very sensible thing for you to do in today's turbulent economy. Or you may be one of those entrepreneurial individuals who wants the opportunity to make unlimited income. Well, what I can tell you is that whatever you're looking for, how you can meet your personal financial goals here with Jeunesse Global. So let's look at the agenda for our webinar today. First of all, we're going to be looking at why you should consider having a home-based business. Then we're going to share with you some information, the solution to the issue of why you should, or that question, the answer to that question, why you should have a home-based business. We're going to tell you a little bit more about Jeunesse Global, the company. We'll look at our products, something called our Youth Enhancement System, and then, of course, we're going to spend some time looking at how you can make money with Jeunesse Global, and we'll finish off by sharing with you the next step, what next steps you need to take if you like what you see on this webinar. But before we get started and tell you more about the company and how you can earn income, let's firstly consider, as I've said, why owning a home-based business makes sense. Well, you've probably heard, or you may have heard of Robert Kiyosaki. He's the best-selling author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a very famous book. And he also developed a concept called the cash flow quadrant. And I'd like to share that concept with you now. You see, the cash flow quadrant simply shows us the 4 different ways that traditionally income has been generated. And the first quadrant is the E quadrant. Well, E stands for employee. And of course, that's how the majority of people generate income. They work for someone else, and in return for that work, they get paid a salary or a weekly wage. Certainly that was the way that I earned income for many, many years. The challenge, of course, is that for having most people, having a job, a job, well, it means being just over broke. And the reason for that is because most of us, most people, live from month to month, from paycheck to paycheck. And if that paycheck was to stop, they'd be in a dire financial situation. Well, let me ask you that question. Would that be your situation? If your income was to stop next week or next month, where would you be? Could you maintain your current lifestyle? That's the challenge for most people who are in the E quadrant. The second quadrant is the S quadrant, and S stands for being self-employed. Now, this is where someone works for themselves. In reality, they employ themselves. So in most cases, they're really not much better off than being an employee because they've really just bought themselves a job. In fact, in some ways, it's worse because as a self-employed person, you end up being the focal point of everything about your self-employed business. You're the focal point of income generation. Your income is totally dependent on you, and it's very rare for a self-employed person to be able to take long vacations or many vacations. Why? Because they can't afford to be away from their self-employed business because they are that business. So if you're on the left side of the cash flow quadrant, you are exchanging time for money. Your income is related to the amount of hours that you personally work. Now let's switch to the right side of the cash flow quadrant. The first quadrant over here is the B quadrant. Now B stands for business, but we're talking about big business. This is very different from being self-employed because what big businesses do is they develop a system and then they replicate their system in many different places and they use that system to generate income. So let me give you a great example. We've all heard of McDonald's. And I think it is a great example of how this concept works because what they did, what Ray Kroc did, was he created a simple system, and that system's been replicated thousands of times around the world. It creates global income, and McDonald's income, of course, is not dependent on a single person. It is created through the system that they have in place. And then finally, we have the I quadrant, and I stands for being an investor, and this is where people who have money, well, they take their money, they reinvest that money, and they make more money, and often they make their money in the B quadrant, and then they move into the I quadrant as they invest that money wisely. So if we look at the right side of the cash flow quadrant, we actually see a very big difference in terms of how money is generated, because here the concept of leverage is used, either leveraging a business system in the B quadrant, as we saw, to generate income from many places, or leveraging money to make more money. Well, here's the very interesting part. What we know is that 95% of the world's population, they exist on the left side, yet only 5% of the wealth is generated there. And then conversely, if we look at the right side, well, exactly the opposite. 5% of the population exists there, and yet 95% of wealth is created on the right side of the cash flow quadrant. So let me ask you a really simple question. Which side of the cash flow quadrant do you want to be on? Well, of course, it makes sense to be on the right side. Well, the good news is that we're going to show you on this webinar how you can move to the right side of the cash flow quadrant. In fact, specifically, we're going to show you how you can move into that B quadrant, how you can leverage a business system to create income. You don't need any prior experience. It's not going to take up a great deal of your time. This is something you run alongside your current job or career or business, and most importantly, without investing a great deal of money. You don't need a great deal of money to get started in what we're going to share with you this evening. Now let me share with you another concept. I like to call it the 40-40-40 plan, and this is the plan that most of the population are on. Certainly those who find themselves on the left side of that cash flow quadrant, well, they're pretty much definitely on the 40-40-40 plan. So let's start by looking at how a typical person generates income over the course of their life. Typically, we leave college or university in our early 20s. It's during the early part of our career that we do the best financially. We've no real overheads probably at that stage in our life. We've maybe no family. We've not got married. We're most excited about our career. We're willing to work hard and burn the midnight oil in terms of the work and the hours that we spend working. And normally during that period of time, our income rises. And that's called the growth stage, and it rises until about our mid-30s, and then from our mid-30s onwards until retirement, our income becomes pretty stable with less opportunity for growth. Of course, we may get the odd increase, but less opportunity for growth. And then, of course, as we're coming towards retirement age, most of us look forward to retirement. Why? Because it offers the opportunity, we think, for more control, more time freedom. But unfortunately, what happens is for most people, their income drops on retirement. Their income goes into decline, and that's what we call the 40-40-40 plan. It's where you work for about 40 hours a week for around about 40 years of your life to live on about 40% of what you probably can't afford to live on when you're actually working. Well, that's not a great plan. I'm sure you know people that are on that 40-40-40 plan. Maybe you're on that 40-40-40 plan. Well, the good news is it doesn't have to be like that, because we're going to show you an alternative plan, a 3 to 5 year plan that with some time and effort invested on your part can lead to a significantly brighter financial future. And let's face it, 3 to 5 years has got to be a better option than spending 40 years or 45 years maybe with your nose to the grindstone. Now let's consider some of the things that you want from life. I like to ask people, if money was no object, if you won the lottery tomorrow, what would you do? What lifestyle would you live? What would you buy? Where would you go? What would your life look like if you were to win the lottery tomorrow? Well, most of us have what we call a want circle, and that represents our goals and dreams. Of course, yours may differ. Maybe they're not written down, but for many people, most people know what they would do if they won the lottery tomorrow. For some people, it might be getting debt-free, writing off the mortgage, writing off the credit cards. Maybe it's having real-time freedom to be able to go where you want to go, when you want to go, or spend as much time as you like on vacation. Maybe it's being financially secure, knowing that you've got enough money in the bank to continue living the lifestyle that you want to live, and maybe leave some money to your children or grandchildren, and being able to have some of the nicer things in life as well, maybe a nicer house or a bigger house, or maybe a second house, or a nicer car, bigger car, maybe a second or third car, and maybe better vacations, the opportunity to travel wherever you want to travel, when you want to travel, for as long as you want to travel. Maybe you just want to increase your wardrobe and get some new clothes. Of course, some people don't just want material things. This isn't just about material things. Some people want the opportunity to be able to contribute to causes that matter to them, maybe like church or charity. Well, the thing is, we all have a want circle. As I've said, even if those wants and dreams are in our head, we also have that want circle, but we also have another circle, and this circle is much smaller, and for most of us, of course, this circle represents our income. Well, let me ask you the question: is your income circle smaller than your want circle? Well, if it is, then it's a time to consider a way to make it bigger. Expand that income circle so that you can get some of those things that you truly want and desire in life. You don't have to wait until you win the lottery, which is a very low chance of winning that lottery. Let's expand your income circle. But sadly, what do most people do? They don't find a way, or they're not willing to do what's required to expand their income circle. So what do? They settle for the alternative. What they do is they shrink their wants and dreams circle to fit into their income circle. It becomes much smaller, so they really can't ever get some of the things they want in life. So what would you rather do? Would you rather reduce your want circle, or do you want to expand your income? Well, I can tell you, expanding your income is much more exciting when you can get some of those things that you strive for in life. And the good news is that there is a way to expand your income. There's a way to get away from that 40-40-40 plan. There's a way to move into that B quadrant, and there's a much better way this day and age of making money and creating the lifestyle that you're looking for, having the freedom to enjoy it. And it allows you to earn 4 different types of income. We're going to talk to you today about these different types of income. We have linear income. Well, linear income is where you do the work and get paid. That's what's happening if you're in a job right now. You still have that way of generating income with what we're going to share with you, but we have some more exciting ways of generating income. The second income that we can share with you, and we'll share with you later, is leveraged income. Leveraged income is where you have the opportunity to create income from lots of different places at the same time, the same way that companies like McDonald's do, as we looked at in our example earlier. And then residual income. Residual income is what I like to refer to as the lying on the beach money. It's like a royalty income. It's going to come in day after day after day, week after week after week, month after month after month, year after year after year, long after the work's been done. That's an exciting income, like a royalty income that's paid to a singer who records a song and gets paid a royalty, or maybe someone who writes and gets paid every time a copy of that book gets sold. That's residual income. And best of all, we have exponential residual income. Exponential residual income is where you have this residual income coming in, but it gets bigger. It gets bigger every week. It gets bigger every month. It gets bigger every year. That's more exciting even than residual income. So how do you generate residual income? How do you create this residual income? Well, you do it by taking advantage of a trend, or better yet, a convergence of multiple trends. So let's look at some trends that you can capitalize on right now. In fact, we've got 5 of them. We've got 5 converging trends coming together. And we're going to talk a little bit about these over the next couple of minutes. Social media. We've all heard of social media these days. Online shopping. Internet automation. The internet has changed the way we do business and the way our lives exist around the world, really, through the invention of the internet. Working from home. More and more people we're finding looking to work from home. More and more people are indeed working from home. And then we have the trend of anti-aging. So let's look quickly at each of these different trends. The first one's social media. Well, it's one of the biggest trends in the world today, and one thing I can tell you is it's not going away. The big 3, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, well, they not dominate every aspect of online business. You see any shop or restaurant, you know, they're linked up to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Facebook has over 1.3 billion active users every month, and it's growing. Twitter, almost 300 million active users. And LinkedIn, which is recognized as the business person's network, almost 200 million active users every month. Social media is here to stay, and it gives you an opportunity to connect with new people that you've never met before all over the world, and it gives you the opportunity, of course, to reconnect with people that you may not have seen for many, many years. Then the second trend we have is online shopping. The internet has completely changed our buying habits. You see, now you can go online, you search for a product, you can literally place an order online in minutes. You don't have to leave home. Companies like Amazon.com have driven this trend, and now people are comfortable buying from home, and there's a huge amount of business done online, and more offline businesses are moving online to the tune of billions of dollars. Trend number 3 is internet automation. We spoke earlier about the internet changing our lives, and thanks to advances in automated technologies these days, it's possible to perform every function of a business pretty much automatically. You can market your products online, you can contact customers through lead capture pages, through autoresponder emails, you can sell products online, process payments online, then you can have those products delivered direct to your customer's door. And what a way to do business. We're going to show you how you can capitalize on internet automation and people shopping online to build a business around the world. And because of the growing trend in automated processes, we're finding more and more people are choosing to work from home. And that brings us to the next trend, working from home, or if you like, home-based business. We have 200 million people expected to join the home business industry in the next decade. There's been more growth in this industry recently, and over the next 10 years it's projected to get even more growth than we've seen in the last 50 years. People all over the world are building home-based businesses. Why? Because we have the internet and we have those other trends that we spoke about. And then we have the biggest trend of all, the anti-aging trend, the most explosive trend of all. We see people turning 50 every 7 seconds. These are the people that were the baby boomers. We'll talk more about the baby boomers in a second or two, but these are the people getting older around the world, looking to remain looking and feeling young for as long as possible. They've been searching for the fountain of youth for years, and now we have technology, we have science, we have nutritional knowledge, and it's finally all reached the stage where it's not only possible, but it becomes an everyday reality. The anti-aging market has exploded. It's forecast to be worth $300 billion this year and projected to be worth an incredible $1 trillion by 2025. It's driven by the aging population. Those people known as the baby boomers, they're the people that were born between 1946 and 1960. People in their 40s, their 30s, and their 20s, they're all looking to invest money in themselves and how they look and how they feel. So that represents a huge opportunity. So what is the opportunity? How can you take advantage of these 5 explosive trends to build your own fortune and shape your own financial future? Well, you can do it by partnering with a company called Jeunesse Global. It's a remarkable company, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the company right now. The company owners, Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis, very successful business owners. They've got a proven management team in place here at Jeunesse, built on a rock-solid infrastructure. In fact, the company has been around only for 6 years. We're in our 6th full year of trading. 2009 is when the company was launched. They're the fastest growing direct selling association company on the Inc. 500 list, the 3rd fastest growing company of their kind in the world. They've had global sales cumulatively of more than $1.5 billion, doing business in about 121 countries around the world right now, and most importantly, they've paid out more than $700 million in commissions. So this isn't something that's on trial. This is something that is working right now. What you have to decide is whether you can see the possibilities and the potential. Wendy Lewis, who's really the driving force behind this company, she's been named amongst the most influential women in the direct selling industry, not once, but twice by Direct Selling News. And if we look at the company's growth, our first full year of trading was 2010. That's year 1. We did $30 million. That doubled to more than doubled to $65 million in year 2, $127 million in year 3, $256 million in year 4, and over 400, in fact it was about 419 million I think we got to in year 5, and the projection was that we would grow again this year to about 650 million. Well, we passed that in August of this year. We're on track to become a $1 billion company in annual sales this year. That will make us the fastest ever direct sales company to get to $1 billion in annual sales. So we are going in the right direction. If we look at some of the history of the company, in 2012 we were number 82 on the DSN, the Direct Selling News ranking. Wendy was recognized as one of those top 20 most influential women. 2013, number 78 on the DSN ranking. We won the Rising Star Award, and also we won 6 American Business Awards and 12 Telly Awards for the marketing materials and the videos that we're producing. And then in 2014 we jumped again to number 46. Wendy was recognized as Women of the Year, and we were the fastest growing DSA company on the Inc. 500 at number 258. In 2015 is set to be even more of an incredible year for Jeunesse Global, and part of the success is down to the fact that Wendy and Randy have put a very proven management team in place. We've got offices in a number of countries around the world and general management team in place, a very stable and very capable management team in place. As I've said, we're actually doing business now in 121 countries around the world, and we've got offices in 32 of those countries. Our international headquarters is just outside Orlando in Altamonte Springs. You can see the top photograph there is the existing headquarters, but we are growing, as you've seen, and we're moving into a new global headquarters very soon, just up the road in Lake Mary, just outside Orlando. So the company has got a great infrastructure in terms of management team, in terms of office facility corporately, and also office facility around the world. Why are we doing so well? Why has the company had such great success? Well, it's really down to the products that we have in our portfolio. We've been incredibly successful. We're set to become a household name really because we're at the forefront of some exciting global trends. We're bringing some exclusive world-class products and technology to market, products that people will want to buy for many years to come. And in fact, we have something called our Youth Enhancement System. And that is where all of our products integrated together create this system where people can start to look and feel younger. And as we've said, that is what people are looking for. In fact, we've also got exclusive patent pending technology in our skincare line. We have stem cell technology. It's led to a whole new product category with the first adult derived stem cell skincare line in the world today. That's very exciting. That skincare line is called Luminesse, and it's been developed by Dr. Nathan Newman. We'll tell you more about Dr. Nathan Newman in a second or two, but he's a world-renowned cosmetic surgeon. He's revolutionized cosmetic surgery, and he's created a new technology, adult stem cell technology, and we've got the exclusive rights for that with our Luminesse skincare line, and that is an incredible line of products. Dr. Newman is a published author of many scientific studies and articles in prestigious medical journals. He regularly presents on TV and radio regarding the latest advances in cosmetic surgery. He's a world leader in stem cell technology, and as I've said, we've got the exclusive rights with the Luminesse skincare range. So this is our flagship range. In fact, when we got started, we started with just 2 products. One of them was the Cellular Rejuvenation Serum that you see here, and that's still the flagship product of Jeunesse, and it's a remarkable product. And Luminesse, in fact, is the first anti-aging product range to stimulate the body's natural ability to replenish, amplify, and heal the skin. Our Cellular Rejuvenation Serum is formulated with that patent-pending adult stem cell technology that I talked about. It's the first of its kind in the world, and it delivers more than 200 growth factors found naturally in human skin. It really is a pretty remarkable product line, but we're not just talking about the Cellular Rejuvenation Serum now. We have a number of different products in our range. We've got the Daily Moisturizing Complex, which works hand in hand with the Cellular Rejuvenation Serum. We've got an Advanced Night Repair. We've got a Youth Restoring Cleanser, an Essential Body Renewal product, and also our facelift, if you like, in a tube, our Ultimate Lifting Mask. You put that on half of your face, 20 minutes later, you wait and see the difference. So we now have 6 products in the Luminous product category. Very, very exciting product, and people see the results. This is after only 30 days of using the youth enhancement system. People start to see real results. In fact, my wife has been in skincare all of her life. She's worked for Estee Lauder, she's worked for Christian Dior, she's worked for Elizabeth Arden, she's worked for Aramis on the men's skincare side. She has never seen a product as powerful as our cellular rejuvenation serum, and of course we've got that technology now across the Luminous skincare line. And look at the clinical results. In a recent study, both men and women, 100% of people said they would recommend the product to their family or friends. 87% said their skin looked younger. 87% felt an improvement in smoothness and luminosity, and 74% felt an improvement in skin firmness. This lady, after 56 days of the test, 65% decrease in deep lines. As we've said, it's not just for the ladies, for the men as well. 52% decrease of fine lines in this gentleman. Here we have a lady, again, after 56 days, a 52% decrease in deep lines, and this is probably my favorite picture of all. This is Lynn. She was using other skincare products prior to using Luminous. This, I think, is about 4 months of using the product. She got some remarkable results, and we've got testimonials from people all over the world. And if you haven't yet tried the products, again, I'd recommend you go back to the person who invited you to be here and ask them to get you an opportunity to try the Luminous products. And then we have our Instantly Ageless product. Instantly Ageless is really causing a revolution around the world. It's a product that you put on, and within 2 minutes you see an almost instantaneous change. It can reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It lifts the tone and revives the skin. It gets rid of those dark circles and puffiness. It can restore the skin to its optimum appearance, and the results can last for up to 8 hours. So whereas our cellular rejuvenation, our Luminous line, give you permanent results, this is something that's great if you're going out for a date, you're going out for a lunch appointment, maybe you've got an interview, you're going out to a dinner. This is something that can last for up to 8 hours. And again, if you haven't seen this product work, get somebody to give you a demonstration, or at the very least, if you live away from the person who's invited you to be here, make sure you ask them to show you the video that shows this product being demonstrated live. You'll be amazed by the results. In fact, it won the Product of the Year award last year from the Academy of Multi-Level Marketing, so a remarkable product. Then we have our Finity product. Finity is one of the greatest breakthroughs in the history of natural anti-aging science. You see, as we get older, our cells start to age. In fact, in our cells we have something called telomeres, and they're quite long when we're young, and they are the protective end caps at the tip of our DNA strands. And as we get older, our telomeres start to get shorter. It's a little bit like a shoelace fraying. If you can imagine a shoelace fraying, they get shorter and shorter. That's what happens to our telomeres, and that's the aging process in our cells. Well, what we want to do is we want to slow down the shortening of those telomeres, and Finity contains the only proprietary blend of natural ingredients known to safely lengthen telomeres. It creates something called telomerase in our body, and that can actually help to slow down the shortening of telomeres and can actually help to lengthen telomeres. So this product can slow down the aging process, potentially even start to reverse the aging process. And we have the active ingredient TA65. We have the exclusive rights in direct sales to that product, and we've added a lot of other products or a lot of other ingredients into that product to make Finity a truly world-class product. And then we have Reserve. Reserve is our most popular product globally. Remember, I said we started the company with 2 products. One was the Cellular Rejuvenation Serum. The other was Reserve, and Reserve has since become the most popular product in the world. And the superstar ingredient in Reserve is resveratrol, and that's a natural antioxidant. It's found in the skin of red grapes, and that's why people say red wine is good for you. It's not the alcohol, it's the resveratrol that is good for you. It helps to improve the immune system. We've put in this product acai, pomegranate, blueberry puree, dark sweet cherry juice, and green tea, and each gel pack contains 75 milligrams of resveratrol, and because it's gel delivery system, it's a gel delivery system, it's 200 times more absorbable than if you were to buy a tablet or a capsule. So it's a more expensive delivery system, but it really works incredibly well. And then we have AM and PM Essentials, a state-of-the-art nutraceutical designed to combat the symptoms of aging around the clock. You see, this whole company is not about products, it's really about redefining youth. It's about helping people look and feel younger, and this is one of the products that helps to do that. It's been developed by a world-renowned anti-aging authority, Dr. Vincent Giampapa, and you have two components in the formulation. You've got the AM, which is going to give you daytime energy and the mental alertness you need to get throughout the day, and then in the PM formulation, it's going to help you recharge the batteries and get a more restful, uninterrupted night's sleep. We see people getting a result here within 5 to 7 days, and of course a more dramatic improvement after they've been using the product for a few weeks. And that's been developed, as I've said, by Dr. Vincent Giampapa. He's recognized as the father of anti-aging in North America. He's a board-certified plastic reconstructive surgeon. He's actually written the book that they use to teach other doctors about anti-aging, and he's the author of 5 books, and he was actually nominated for the 2014 Nobel Prize in Medicine. So that's the sort of people that we've got developing our products. And then our final product is Zen Body. This is our fat loss system. This is not about weight loss, this is about fat loss. People are not necessarily looking to lose weight, they're really looking to lose inches, to lose fat, and to look better. And this has been carefully formulated to balance your metabolism, and it's a targeted, it's more of a holistic approach to fat loss and really weight management. So Zen Shape, there's 3 component parts. Zen Shape empowers you to make the right choices. It suppresses those cravings we often get that can make us eat those things that put the weight on. Then we have Zen Fit, which is an amino acid drink that triggers the fat loss by facilitating muscle maintenance. It also helps to absorb the nutrients in the food that we eat. It's a great tasting product as well. And then we have Zen Pro, which is a premium protein blend that can help you feel fuller for longer, so you don't feel you need to eat as much. And so by curbing the cravings, by burning fat, and also by building muscle, Zen Body works in a different way from other weight management systems. It delivers really what you're looking for, and that of course is results in the terms of inches lost and fat lost. Here's Tom and Cheryl. You can see the before and after pictures there. We also have Ray, remarkable results that Ray got, the before and after picture, and you will be able to get more pictures and testimonials from the person who invited you to be on this webinar. So there's some of our products. But how do we make money here? Well, our business is as simple really as doing 2 things. You consume the products and then you share them with other people. That's the simplicity of our business. You consume these great products that you can only buy directly from the company. You won't find them in any supermarket or health food store or pharmacy. You consume the products, share them with other people. In doing so, you build an ever-increasing community of people who do the same as you. They consume the products and they recommend and share them with other people, and you earn income from the total consumption and movement of products from those within the community that you build. So we have a very well-proven financial reward plan. There's 6 different ways to earn commissions. We're going to look at those in a second. Remember, more than 700 million has been paid out, so this isn't on trial. There are people around the world getting paid from Jeunesse every single week, and you can create that linear income here that we spoke about. More importantly, you can create the leveraged income and the residual income, which is a much more exciting way of getting paid. 6 different streams of income for you to benefit from. You can choose to tap into any one of them or all 6 of them. It's really up to you. Remember, this is something you run alongside your current job or career or business. And I'm going to provide a brief overview of all 6 today, but please don't think you have to understand this. You really don't need to understand what I'm going to share with you. You can get hold of a copy of our financial reward plan document, which describes all 6 income streams in more detail, and there's also videos you can watch. So don't worry if you don't fully understand it. Remember, all you have to do to make money here is consume the products and share the products with others. So the first way we make money, very simple, is to retail the products. As a distributor, you have the rights to buy at wholesale, and you can sell at retail. I'm giving you some UK examples here. Let's say you buy a product at $59.37, that's the wholesale cost. You sell it for $92.37, well, you'd make a £33 retail profit. So you can make a traditional retail profit by buying at wholesale and selling at retail. You make the difference, of course, and that's a great way to make some extra money quickly. But what you can also do is you can build a global business, because Jeunesse gives you an e-commerce ready website where they process credit cards on your behalf. So you could be in England, let's say, and you could invite a friend of yours in South Africa, like the idea of the product, they go to your website, they buy the product from the website, the company's going to ship it to them in the country where they live, in that example South Africa, anywhere in the world where Jeunesse is doing business, they order the product, the company ships it, guess who gets paid? You get paid. That's a very exciting way to do business. You're capitalizing on online shopping and internet automation, two of the trends we spoke about. The second income stream that's available to you is our first order bonus. You see, as you start to build a community, as you start to share the products with people, you'll find other people that like the idea of doing the same thing as you. They will want to start their Jeunesse business, and when they get started, they're likely to want to buy a product package. And all of our product packages carry a points value for commission purposes, which we'll look at, and you can earn anywhere from $25 to $250 on those people you personally introduce based on the package that they buy to get started. People are going to want to try these products. They're going to want to have products on hand to show other people. You make a first order bonus, so that can put some money into your pocket very quickly. And then we have the third, where we get paid, team commissions. This, for me, is the most exciting. It's possibly the most lucrative. As I've said, definitely the most exciting, because here you start to earn income from the efforts of the team that you build. Now, when you get started, of course, there's only you. You're just getting started in your business, but your community consists of two teams. You have a left team and a right team. So to get those two teams started, you need to introduce just two people. One goes into your left team, one goes into your right team, and from that point onwards, that community can grow, not just from you introducing people, but as others in your team or community start to share the products and the opportunity, that community can grow. It could grow into dozens of people, hundreds of people, or thousands of people. And as we mentioned, all of our products and packages carry a points value. And what our computer is looking to do, and it does it for you, you don't have to calculate anything, it's searching for points in those two teams that you're building, your left team and your right team. And every time it finds 300 points in one team and 600 points in the other, you earn a commission of $35. Well, the exciting thing is that that can happen several times every month, several times every week, several times every day, even several times every hour. In fact, you have the potential to earn up to 750 of those team commissions in any 1 week. Now, that's not an income guarantee. It's an indication of what the potential is from this type of income. You can earn up to 750 team commissions per week, and that can pay over £15,000 per week, $26,250 per week. Leadership matching bonuses, well, that's income stream number 4, and it's particularly exciting for those who plan to build a big business, but everyone can benefit from the leadership matching bonuses. It's based on your progression. As you start to progress through the financial rewards plan, then you can start to earn these matching bonuses. It starts when you achieve the position of Jade Executive. The person who introduced you can help you understand what that means, but as you progress, you can get paid on up to 7 levels of the team that you build. As they're earning income from team commissions, you can earn a matching bonus. Let me give you an example of how this works. Let's say this is you, and everyone you introduce goes on to what we call the first level of your team. And the first level of your team, you have the opportunity, providing you're qualified, you have to be a Jade Executive to earn this, but you can earn a 20% matching bonus on those you personally enroll. So imagine you have someone who makes $1,000 next month in team commissions. You would earn 20% of $1,000, $200. on that one person. You can earn that on every single person that you introduce. So if you had somebody in your team that made $10,000 next month, well, 20% of 10,000 would be 2,000. You'd make a $2,000 bonus. But it doesn't stop there, because as you progress, you can earn on the other levels of your team. In this example, you can get paid on the second level of your team, and you can earn a 15% matching bonus. So again, if somebody on the second level of your team made $1,000, you'd make $150 matching bonus if you were qualified for it. If somebody makes $10,000 on the second level of your team, you would make a $1,500 matching bonus. That's over and above the team commissions that you make. So let me look at an example. By the way, this pays, as we've said, down 7 levels of your team. It doesn't stop on levels 1 or levels 2. It pays on up to 7 levels of your team. So let's look at a very simple example. Let's look at how this bonus could work. In this example, you've introduced a few people, 8 in this example. They've introduced some people who have introduced some people, and you have a team here of just over 400 people. And we're going to say that they are earning a very, very conservative monthly income from team commissions. In fact, we're saying they're just on average earning $175 each. Well, if you were earning matching bonuses on that team 4 levels deep, then you would be picking up over $5,000. That's over £3,000 in leadership matching bonuses. And that's very conservative based on an average of just $175 being earned in those team commissions. What if you had a bigger team? What if you had people earning a lot more than $175? Remember, this bonus pays up to 7 levels, not just 4 levels. So that's pretty exciting. We then have income stream number 5, our customer acquisition incentive. You can actually increase those matching bonuses that we've just looked at on the people that you personally introduced by gathering customers. So if you were to gather 5 personal customers, well, instead of getting paid 20% matching bonus on the people that you've personally introduced, that would now increase to 25%. And if you find 10 personal customers or preferred customers, then you would earn a 30% matching bonus. That's like a 50% increase on the people that you've personally introduced. So you gather customers, you get rewarded, and you earn higher matching bonuses on the people that you've introduced. And then we have our final income stream. It's our leadership bonus pool. If you choose to get to the top and become a Diamond Director with Jeunesse Global, you can share in the global revenue of the company. What the company do is they take 3% of the commissionable volume, the points that we have on each of our products and product packages. That's divided into a bonus pool, and that's paid quarterly to the Diamond Directors. So that's another exciting way of getting paid. But it's not just about earning money with Jeunesse, it's about lifestyle. You see, with Jeunesse Global, you get to go to some of the best places in the world as you qualify for some of our exciting lifestyle rewards. Last year, for example, we had a cruise to Alaska. This year we've had trips to Dubai and also to Mexico. I think we took like 2,500 people on the Dubai trip. And as you progress up the stairway to success, you'll also get the opportunity to experience our Emerald Director trip. There, the company take you and a partner for 6 days to a luxury 5-star resort in Hawaii, and you'll really start to see the lifestyle and experience the lifestyle that Jeunesse has. And we have our Diamond Directors trip as well, where you get to go with a partner to some incredible places around the world. We also run some other incentives, as we've said, and we've got one coming up. This is perfect if you live in the UK or Europe. We've got our lifestyle reward Mediterranean cruise in 2016. The company is going to pay for you to go on a cruise. And if you've not been to Barcelona, that's a great city. We were there just a couple of weeks or so ago in Barcelona, and the cruise is going to leave from Barcelona. It sails from May the 1st to the 8th, so that's a 7-day incentive trip paid for by the company if you decide to get started in Jeunesse and you go to work and start building your business. We've also got some other important events coming up, and again, you can get back to the person who invited you for more information. We've got our training event, our Jeunesse University event. We're expecting over 2,000 people to be attending that event in Paris. That's the 17th and 18th of October, so next weekend. That's going to be a very exciting event. And then we have our Jeunesse Convention of the Americas. That's November the 13th to the 15th. That's in Orlando. So if you can't get to the Paris event and you fancy a trip to Orlando, then you can come to our Jeunesse Convention of the Americas, November the 13th to the 15th. And this is also not just about lifestyle and not just about money, it's about giving back. We have Jeunesse Kids. We've partnered with a great children's charity called Free the Children. We're adopting villages around the world. We have one in China, we have one in Kenya, we're about to adopt a new one in Ecuador, and we are not just feeding the children, we're providing an infrastructure of support for the children. In fact, at our recent convention in Singapore, we had somewhere close, I would say, to 14,000 people attending that event, and the Diamond directors alone contributed $400,000 on the day to our Adopt a Village. So that 500,000 US dollar figure is way, way more than that right now. So how much did it started? Well, it's really easy. $39.56. It's almost embarrassing, really, to be under £50 to become a Jeunesse distributor. You're going to receive everything you need to get your business started. Then, of course, once you've got your business kit, it doesn't contain any products, so you're going to need to select a product package that suits your need and suits what you want to do in the business. And then the next step is you get to work, you start building your business. We'll help and provide the training and support you need to do that. That's all free of charge. And you want to work to becoming what we call an executive, so you can start earning the team commissions, and then your business really gets started. So what we find when we have people attending one of our presentations is typically there are three groups of people. There are those people who look at this and say, wow, that looks incredible. You know, maybe the timing is not quite right for me to participate, but I love the idea of these products. I want to look younger, I want to feel younger. Those people decide they want to become a customer. The second group of people are those people who see this possibility and potential, and they want to make a little bit of extra money. Maybe they want to pay their credit cards off, or save up for a new car, or have a special vacation somewhere. They want to develop an additional income stream. That's group two. And then group three are those people who want to create life-changing income. They've decided, you know, no longer they want the restriction of being paid what other people think they're worth. They want the opportunity to go out there and create life-changing income. So all we're asking you to do is decide which group you're in. Are you in group one? You'd like to become a customer? Are you in group two? You'd like to make a part-time extra income? Or are you in group three? You want to really take some action and create life-changing income. Please just let the person who invited you to be here know which group that you're in. That will help them help you decide. So, Jeunesse Global, as we've said, it offers you a tremendous opportunity for you to change your financial future. We're going to be with you every step of the way. We provide free training and support to get you started, and we're also going to provide support, ongoing support as you build your business. There's lots of different events. Like we've said, the Paris training event that you can attend that's going to help you build your business. So please, again, I would encourage you, please get back to the person who invited you to watch this presentation. Let them know what group you're in. Are you in group one, a customer? Are you in group two? You'd like to make some part-time income? Are you in group three? You can see some possibilities. You'd like to make a life-changing income. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank you for being on this webinar. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you in Paris, looking forward to seeing you at some of our UK events that are coming up as well. I want to take this opportunity to wish you success and hope you can see some new possibilities for yourself with Jeunesse Global. Thanks for joining us. That concludes today's webinar. Good night, everyone.